Hello everybody, this is Haley Spencer. Today we're going to consider if the Mr. Clean 2017 Super Bowl ad can be considered excellent journalism. We'll be using the 5 standards of journalism to analyze this ad. Our first standard is the context. It's really the setting or the story being portrayed in this ad. You open on a Caucasian female, presumably upper middle class suburban housewife. She's discovered yet another mess in her clean home. She's overworked and undervalued. But her context is quickly offset by a stereotypical male. He's Caucasian, he's muscled, he's wearing tight clothes. He gives off a very large and in charge vibe. Our second standard is complexity. Complexity is an element that makes you realize the situation is not so straightforward, not just black and white. This ad, however, does have minimal complexity. However, in revealing that Mr. Clean is presumably the significant other of the suburban housewife, this is a great truth. It shows that not only can a female be domestic and clean a home, also a male can. Our third standard is the voice of this ad. The voice conveys the personalities, opinion, experiences of the characters present. Sadly, this ad is lacking in voice diversity. The female voice is slightly conveyed, but only through expression and actions. She never verbally speaks. She's stuck looking dreamy and desperate in her little cleaning fantasy. The male voice does occur through speech, but he only speaks once to say his wife's name. So, minimal language. Our fourth standard is authenticity. This ad is loosely authentic at most. The female perspective may be more relatable. People who fantasize wanting to escape something. For her, maybe the drudgery of being a suburban housewife. The male perspective is less likely. The fact that someone could fantasize about their spouse being someone completely different might reflect on the spouse more than anything else. It shows that she doesn't really expect her husband to be clean and domestic, that she doesn't hold him to those standards. Once again, making her perspective more relatable than his. Our fifth standard is proportionality of this ad. And to be honest, there's no proportionality whatsoever. There's not anything resembling equal representation of races, cultures, socioeconomic classes, and what this ad does show in gender is very stereotypical. A female who's easily swayed, who's desperate to fantasize, and a male who kind of sticks out of character, to be honest. In conclusion, this ad needs to expand perspectives. They need to portray the realities of different genders, cultures, races, ethnicities, socioeconomic classes, and the such. They need to show people in different incomes. They need to show different kinds of relationships, not just heterosexual, but homosexual. Overall, this ad needs more diversity in every standard.